That's why I talk about Minnesota, state of Minnesota, because we don't talk, everything I've talked about so far is federal. We sometimes forget, people say, well, we got 15% capital gains rate, that's pretty good. And I tell them, yeah, but it's 8% at the state level. That's half. I have clients that pay more Minnesota state income tax than they do federal income tax because of all the cool credits you get on the federal side, especially the refundable credits that just recently passed. So let's just play a game. Now that I set that up, set myself up, where do we rank? Let's take a guess. I want everybody to just think, interactive, you can yell out numbers, you can read it, I don't care what you do. Where do you think Minnesota ranks as far as corporate income tax rates?
50.
1 being good, 50 being bad, and 1 being South Dakota.
40.
We got 40?
48.
Fourth? Higher
50
is...
being the worst.
Yeah, 50 would be bad. 50 would be...
45.
47.
You guys are good. Number 44. Anybody know what our C-Corp tax rate is? Guess. 10. 10%. Thereabouts, 9.8. That's the state income tax rate. That's ridiculously high compared to... The ones that are higher, I mean, there's only 6 that are higher, are like Alaska, Hawaii, I think Massachusetts is pretty high, Michigan's got a high corporate tax. Funny thing is California doesn't, they tax everything else. Individual income taxes, where do you think we rank on individual income taxes? We can even play higher or lower game. How many think the individual, as a ranking of states, the 50 states, think we're higher than 44th or lower than 44th? Lower? Who's lower? Raise your hands. Raise your hands if you're sure. Come on, who's pitting out? Come on, Colin. Higher. Higher than 44. 38. So we're within the margin of error. Yeah, it's a little bit lower. Yay for us. We're not absolutely at the bottom. That's our individual rates. Sales tax. Can anybody tell me what the average sales tax rate is in the state? Average, and once you average all that crap together? Because I'm not going to ask you what the sales tax rate is because there's like 15 of them, right? I mean, every city's got their own tax rate, and some counties have their own. 6.88. Because at a minimum, it's 6.75. And that's most of the, and I don't even know if this includes, and I did a study, this is just sales tax. This doesn't include lodging, beverage. Ever go downtown and take a look at your bill? I worked downtown Minneapolis, one of my jobs, obviously more than 11 years ago. I was a controller for a hotel restaurant, upscale hotel restaurant called the North Star. And they had a place called the Rosewood Room. Very nice place to eat. I don't think it's open anymore. And I did the sales tax reports. I mean, there was an additional, you got a lodging tax, which was like 6%, a beverage tax, which was 3%, entertainment. I mean, they have so many taxes down there that it can't possibly be included in this. This is just the sales tax rate. Where do you think we rank? Higher or lower than the individual rate? Higher sales tax? Lower as far as ranking. Who's higher? Who's lower? Who doesn't care? Who says the same? Who says the same? Ah, we're the same. There you go. 38. See, smart. Set you up. So the last one of these that I have, and then we're going to have another one. Property taxes. Where do we rank in property taxes?
We're 49.
Who thinks we're in the top 20 lowest or top 20 highest? Top 20 lowest, top 20 highest. Our property taxes are low compared to everyone else. Think about this, and here's why, and that's kind of a trick question. How many states don't have income tax? About 10, I think, or so. What do you think they have? That's all. I mean, that's why some of this gets thrown off a little bit. But overall, we're 43rd in the country for tax burden. 43rd. Yeah, we're a high-tax state. Very high-tax state. When you compare, the other ones are, like the ones I mentioned, New Jersey, some of the coast. I mean, Iowa's actually 45th, so they're, you know, boo Iowa. Sorry, Deb. But South Dakota's number 1. I mean, right there. So we're gonna. Now then is gonna succeed, and we're gonna go to South Dakota. We're our own town now. Who names a town now then? I mean, come on. That's as bad as Andover. Andover and now then. That's 2 cities I've lived in. My family's like, huh?
That explains a lot.
Yeah. All right, finish up before we take our break here. Anybody know how much we pay in state sales tax per cents per gallon of gasoline? When you're pumping that $3 worth of gas, how much goes to the state of Minnesota? How many cents? 35 cents a gallon. What do we got? 27.2 cents a gallon. And we got a winner. Get her a number in a minute.
You said 27.
That's pretty good. You're up by 0.2 cents. Cigarette tax. Is 20 packs a carton? Yeah, I think so, right?
10.
10 packs is a carton? Okay, so this is on 20 packs. So on 2 cartons, how much additional tax are you paying state of Minnesota? In a dollar amount. How many say $2
$20
or more in tax, additional tax? I don't know. It says 20 packs. Just 2 cartons. How much is it additional tax on top of the sales tax? It's a dollar amount. It's $1.50. No, it's a state. I don't know if there's a federal one. I just didn't state. All right, this isn't as fun as I thought it would. It's filler, guys. It's filler.
$1.50 for the two cartons.
I don't know. It says $1.50 per 20 packs of cigarettes is the state additional tax on top of it.
7.5 cents.
Yeah. See? So go smoke some more. That'd be fun.
That's incentive.
That's incentive right there. So, you wonder why I'm talking like this today.
Dave, nobody smokes cigarettes like this.
Yeah. What's he been smoking? There's no tax on that stuff. It's medicinal, glaucoma. All right, speaking of medicine, the last 2, how much additional tax per gallon of beer is there? What's the additional tax on a gallon of beer in the state of Minnesota? I don't usually drink by a gallon, but should have before that. Per gallon of beer, and I just think they must have come up with some type of measure, and that's that going.
More than gas.
It's 15 cents per gallon on beer. It's $5 per gallon of spirits. So now, maybe, just maybe, that's a nod to the Shell's Brewery down in New Ulm. Maybe because we make more beer in Minnesota, the tax is less. But $5 a gallon of spirits. Now, I assume that covers a lot of stuff, and that's hard liquor and wine, I would guess. That's a lot of tax. So smoke, drink beer, but don't drink wine. You get